Hello everyone, in the previous part we created the Earth's atmosphere. In this part I want to show you how to create procedural rings like what Saturn has. But before we start creating rings, I prefer that we make changes to the atmosphere shape. Select your atmosphere object, set the multiply value here to 20. Select the volume scatter color, set the hue to 0.62 and set the saturation to 0.9. Now we just need to do the same for me scatter, and I think our planet looks more beautiful. Go to add mesh and add a circle. Press S to scale and type 1.5. Go to edit mode, press E to extrude, S to scale and type 1.7. Go back to object mode, go to the modifiers tab and add a subdivision surface modifier and set level to 2. Add a new material and call it whatever you want. Delete the principal BSDF node and add a diffuse BSDF shader and connect BSDF to surface. Well, when you look at this object from above it looks good, but when you look at this object from below it's dark. So add a translucent BSDF, add shader and connect BSDF socket to the shader socket. Now we just need to add a few nodes to create the effect of the rings. Add a vector mass node and a texture coordinate node. Connect object to vector, set this to length and add a noise texture. Connect value to the vector and connect factor to color. Add a color ramp, set the position of the black color stop to 0.47. And now I think we should duplicate this noise texture to have more details. We need to connect factor to factor. It might be better to slightly increase the detail and roughness of this noise texture. You can do this to create your desired effect. And now I can connect this color socket to the translucent BSDF color as well. Now add a new color stop. I changed this to a yellowish color, but you can use any color you like. Add a hue saturation value node and place it here. Duplicate this and this one, place this one here and set the saturation for both of them to 0.8. Set the value for this one to 0.25 and for this one to 0.5. Maybe it's better to set the value here to 0.15. Now I want to create the beautiful shadows that these rings can have. So add a transparent BSDF. Duplicate this, add shader. Connect transparent BSDF to the shader. Add a noise texture. Connect the length value to the noise texture vector. And then add a color ramp. connect factor to factor, change the position of this black color stop, and play with these options here to achieve your desired result. We also need a mix color node, so add a mix color, and now connect the factor of this noise texture to the B socket. Set this to multiply and set factor to 1. Now connect the result to the transparent BSDF color and connect the shader to the surface. Well, now we can't see the shadows. This is because of the angle of our sun. Select the sun object and change its rotation. And now we can see the shadows. But I think the shadows I have here are too dark and I don't like this. So we need to add a mask node and place it here. Set this to subtract and set value to minus 0.275 maybe. And now we just need to change the position of this white color stop and move it closer to the black color stop. And here we can also change the scale to alter the shape of the shadows. Now we want to use a glass BSDF node. So duplicate this shader, add a glass BSDF node, connect color to glass BSDF color and connect BSDF to the shader socket. Add a mix color, change the blending mode to color and set factor to 1, and maybe change color to orange. And now just increase the roughness. Well, I just added the camera here and change the focal length to 25 millimeters. I also have changed the resolution to 2160 by 1080. And now let's go to the compositing section and composite our scene. To enable the viewport composite fields, we need to click on this small icon, then click on camera or always. Well, first I want to select this layer node here, and I can mute this node with M or dissolve it by pressing Ctrl X. Now I want to use the RGB curves node. This node is very useful for color correction, adjusting brightness and contrast. Well, I have the red, green, blue channels here and something that is called combined channels. If I pull this part of the curve all the way up, the image becomes completely white, and if I bring this down, the image becomes completely black. You can simply add more points by clicking on the curve and control the curve. The same applies to other channels, with the difference that in those channels you control the reds, the blues, and the greens.